In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to set up Next, Supabase, and Polar. Let's click Generate an App. We're going to select Next.js for our framework. We're going to click Supabase for Auth and DB. Let's select Polar for payments and click on Setup Integrations. So we're going to need to set up a Supabase account and we're going to need a Polar account as well. Let's go to supabase.com. If you don't already have an account, please do create one. I already have one, so I'm going to click on Dashboard. Please go to supabase.com. If you don't already have an account, do create one. I already do, so I'm going to click on Dashboard. And then I'm brought to my dashboard screen. I have 3 organizations, as you can see. If you're creating a Supabase account for the first time, you'll be prompted to create an organization. Projects are created under organizations. I'm going to create a new project, and I'll create it under my Exodus Inc. organization. So I'll click here. I'll name my project Next Supabase Polar. I'll give it a password and I'll click Create New Project. My project is being created. I can check the status by clicking here and it's almost ready to go. My project is ready to go. So I'm going to go back to Tempo, click on Connect Supabase. A new tab will open or a pop-up. And what you're going to do here is you're going to select the organization through which the project lives. If you remember, I created mine under Exodus Inc. I'm going to click Authorize Tempo Labs, and I'm going to select the project I made earlier, Next Supabase Polar. I'm going to click Connect, and Supabase is perfectly set up. Now I need to set up Polar. There's some keys I need to copy over. So I'm going to go to sandbox.polar.sh, log in, and create an account. Don't go to polar.sh because we want to test with fake money. And in order to do that, we need to go to sandbox.polar.sh. This is just great engineering practice. When you're building your application, you always want to test with fake transactions. So we're going to call this Next Supabase Polar. We're going to click Create. And now my Polar account has been created. I'm going to go to Settings and I'm going to see Organization Identifier here. I'll click Copy and then I'll go back to Tempo and I'll paste Organization ID here. I'm going to go back to Polar and I'm going to scroll down and I'll see Developers and I'll see a button here that says New Token. Click on that, select all, expiration date, make sure it's no expiration, and you can call this whatever you want. I'll just call it Next. And click Create. I'll click Copy here and then go back to Tempo and then paste this in Polar Access Token. Last, I have to set up my Polar web secret. In order to do that, I have to copy this URL. So I click Copy, go back to Polar. I'm going to scroll back up and I'm going to click on Webhooks. I'm going to click on Add Endpoint. And I'm going to paste the URL I copied earlier. I'm going to select the format to be raw, and I'm going to select all these events. Once I've selected all the events, I clicked on Generate, and I'm going to copy the secret. I'll click Create. My webhook endpoint is created. I'll go back to Tempo, and I'll paste here. And I'll verify that I've confirmed that I've set up my webhook. You can see a message here that says you have no Polar products set up in this project. One of the things that we encourage you is to create a product so you can test payments on your template right away. So we're going to go back to Polar. We're going to click on Products, click on New Product, and then we'll call this Polar Product. We'll say this is awesome. 300 credits, just some random info. We'll make this monthly, a subscription. We'll charge $20 a month and we'll just create our product. Our product has been created. So if we go back to Tempo and we refresh, we are ready to build. We're going to click Setup Integration and we'll build a job recruitment portal. That sounds fun. I'm going to click Next. And our project is now being set up. And you can see Tempo is setting up our Supabase project with all the things that we need. it's running the Supabase migrations, and it's deploying edge functions that are going to help us with payments. So I see the Tempo agent building out my project. What I can do in the meantime is I can click on the view button top right, and I can see my template. So why don't we test it out? Let's try to sign up. So I'm going to enter my name. I'm going to enter my email, and let me re-enter my password. Click sign up. Says a verification email has been sent. I'm going to go to my email and confirm, and I see the confirm your sign up email here. Once I've confirmed sign up, now I'm going to sign in. Let me re-enter my password again. And now I'm signed in and I'm taken to the pricing page. Let's pay. I'm going to click on get started on the Polar product. This is the one we set up earlier. And I'm going to enter the Stripe fake credit card, 424242, and then just random credentials. This part doesn't really matter. And I'm going to subscribe. And I have successfully paid. What's awesome is if I go to dashboard, if I refresh, I'll see a bunch of edge functions that my project has created. And then if I go to template editor, I'll see some tables that my project's created. Let's check at the subscriptions table. I see a brand new subscription with status active. If I go to the users table, I'll see my user information as well. My SaaS is ready to go. And look at this, all with one prompt. This is what Tempo designed and built with payments, built with authentication. This is how you set up Next.js, Supabase, and Polar. Happy building.